Hello and welcome to National Conveyancing Week. I have no doubt that this year's celebration of everything that is conveyancing will be as successful as previous year's events, and I take the opportunity to thank everyone involved, the sponsors, those people who have taken the time to provide such informative talks and presentations, and of course you for participating. I'm Gareth Richards, Deputy Chair of the Society of Licensed Conveyancers, who are the representative body for the licensed conveyancing profession in England and Wales, and I am also Head of Legal Practice of Desres Legal, a firm of residential conveyancing specialists based in sunny South Wales. I would like to take some of your time today to talk about what I consider to be the most important part of the conveyancing process, the people, and particularly those people who currently are or who would love the opportunity to work with you to help your clients achieve their home ownership dreams. It has recently been reported that there has been a 15% fall in conveyancer numbers since the pandemic, and I believe that we all have a role to play in addressing this, and perhaps thinking outside of the box in our efforts in doing so. I am an incredibly proud licensed conveyancer, and I consider myself to be very lucky to have such a rewarding career, which was only possible when a successful managing director of a successful conveyancing practice took the brave decision one day to employ a fresh-faced 21-year-old ginger father of one with no formal qualifications as a paralegal in their conveyancing department. With the support of a dedicated conveyancer and sponsorship via the company through the formal CLC qualification, I was promoted through the ranks to conveyancer, and the day that I achieved my first CLC license, I was made a director of the company, progressing to head of legal practice a few years later. These are achievements which I am incredibly proud of, and an experience which has helped me shape the growth of companies that I've worked for over the last 10 years, identifying talent with a commitment to deliver an exceptional client service and giving them the greatest tools that they can possibly have to achieve their career aspirations. Those tools being time and support. The role of being a conveyancer has changed dramatically over the course of the last 10 years. We're no longer just lawyers, we're also mediators, negotiators, financial analysts, counsellors, and occasionally a shoulder to cry on for our clients. And some of the very best people that I've worked with over the years have been people who started with companies with no formal legal qualifications or are fresh out of college and university, and these individuals have gone on to be very successful conveyancers, department leads, and managers. It's great to hear that so many companies are now employing dedicated trainers and in-house training academies to get the very best out of their staff. And I would wholeheartedly encourage you to take this a step further and start building relationships with your local schools and colleges to ensure that students and graduates are aware of the qualification routes that are available that sit outside of the traditional school, college, university, training contract, employment route. Speaking from personal experience, this has been a very successful way of us building our team and giving opportunities to people who knew nothing about the alternative routes to working in conveyancing. There have been a number of benefits that we've experienced in recruiting in this way. Graduates are able to jump straight into the business and learn in ways that we want them to learn. Being fresh out of education, the aspect of learning is already second nature to them, which you may find means that they are willing to communicate and get stuck in. We can all be guilty of believing that we are completing tasks most efficiently. However, by recruiting students and graduates, they can often teach us and our teams as much as we can teach them. Often, they can come in with new ideas, technologies, and techniques that will revitalize the way that we are doing things. Being social media savvy with the most up-to-date technology skills can help us generate new ideas and approaches. Apprenticeship training is also a great way of bringing people into your team, and these are funded by the government, which means that you have nothing to pay except for the national minimum wage, and this can greatly reduce training costs on other programs and will allow you to see a positive return on your investment over time as your apprentices grow and develop in your company. We have recently promoted 2 members of our team into managerial positions who originally joined us on apprenticeship programs, and I can't tell you how proud I was to be able to do that and the loyalty that will grow from those individuals. Again, graduates and students will undoubtedly feel a sense of gratitude to you for investing in their future. And of course, another key benefit there are no recruitment fees. Also, I would encourage you to look at your existing team and identify those individuals with the talent to mentor, coach, and nurture your next generation of conveyancers. I used to think that the best part of my job was calling a first-time buyer to tell them that they can pick the keys up to their first home on completion day, knowing that I'd done a good job. And then whilst it was lovely to be showered with thank you cards and the occasional bottle of wine, I have found that it is far more rewarding developing other individuals to do that same great job and to hear them making that call. And that's a sentiment that has been echoed by one of my colleagues recently, who has been promoted into a supervisory position. And whilst it was initially a little scary from my perspective to think about losing their completion contributions, to see them pass on the experience and the skills that they have learned to others has enabled us to surpass our growth plans. And I know, instead of one conveyancer, I now have a team of them in the not too distant future who will grow exponentially. Again, time and support are key, and a commitment to providing long-term investment in your staff will undoubtedly bear fruit in the not too distant future for you, and the benefits include increased staff engagement, retention of your best employees, and the ability for you to mould your future leadership team. There are a number of great managerial mentoring and coaching and leading courses available that will help you get the very best out of your existing team. And I would urge you all to look at your other departments in your organisation, not just your conveyancers. Over the last 12 months, we have implemented tailored training programs throughout our teams. And this has been fantastically well received, as everyone wants the opportunity to be the very best version of themselves. And of course, a happy employee who feels engaged and valued will always go the extra mile for your company and your clients. I hope that you found this information useful, and I'm happy to share my details. If anybody would, like further details or information on how we've helped grow our company through these alternative recruitment routes, I would welcome the opportunity to speak with you. But for now, enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of a National Conveyancing Week.